Welcome everyone. Today we're diving into the read an email task. This part of the TOEFL reading section tests your ability to grab key facts from everyday messages. We'll handle 2 questions today, focusing on specific details like dates and rules. Let's get started. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe to myTOEFL for more expert tips to boost your score. S. Brown email, com. This email is addressed to SAS Brown email, com, who is the person receiving these tour details. L. Gray City Museum, org. The sender is L. Gray City Museum, org, and the org domain suggests this is a formal communication from an institution. 19/12/12/2020. Notice the date 06/12/12/2024 in TOEFL emails. Keeping track of when a message was sent versus when an event happens is key. Museum Guided Tour Confirmation. The phrase Museum Guided Tour Confirmation tells us immediately that the email serves to verify a previous booking. Dear Stephen Brown. By using Dear Stephen Brown, the sender maintains a professional and polite tone suitable for customer service. Thank you for booking a guided tour of our modern art exhibition. This opening expresses gratitude for the guided tour booking, establishing the context of the modern art exhibition. The word booking is a useful noun here, referring to a reservation made in advance. Your tour is scheduled for next Saturday, June 22nd, at 2 p.m. The core logistics are here. The tour is set for next Saturday at exactly 2 p.m. The phrase scheduled for is a common passive structure used to indicate planned events. Please arrive at the west entrance 10 minutes before the start time. The instruction to arrive at the west entrance at least 10 minutes before ensures the group is ready on time. The prepositional phrase before the start time clarifies the arrival window. The museum will provide special headphones for the guide's audio commentary. The museum provides special headphones so everyone can hear the audio commentary clearly during the walk. This sentence uses will provide to describe a future service offered by the host. You must keep your large bags in the lockers located near the ticket desk. Security is important here. Visitors are required to place large bags into the lockers provided. Notice the use of the modal must, which signals a mandatory requirement at the museum. The tour will last approximately 90 minutes and concludes in the gift shop. We learn the duration is 90 minutes and that the experience concludes at the gift shop. The adverb approximately is vital here as it indicates the time is an estimate, not a fixed limit. Best regards. The closing best regards is a standard way to professionally end the message. Lucy Gray. Lucy Gray. The email is signed by Lucy Gray, the museum representative. When is the guided tour scheduled to begin? This question asks for a specific time detail, specifically when the tour is scheduled to begin. We need to scan the text for a time. Now, keeping this in mind, let's look at our options. Let's take a closer look at option A. Saturday at 2 p.m. This option, Saturday at 2 p.m. perfectly matches the text, which says the tour is at 2 p.m. on that day. Let's keep this one. Now, let's examine option B. Sunday at 9 a.m. The text mentions Saturday, not Sunday, and 9 a.m. is never mentioned, so we can eliminate this. Here's option C. Let's break it down. Friday at 2 p.m. While the time is right, the day Friday is incorrect according to the passage. Let's move on. Finally, let's look at option D. Saturday at 1:50 p.m. This is a distractor. 1:50 p.m. is when you should arrive, which is 10 minutes before the actual start. We should eliminate this. Therefore, the correct answer is option A because it aligns exactly with the scheduled time stated in the email. Where are visitors expected to store their large bags? We are looking for the location where visitors must store their large bags. This is a factual detail question. Now, keeping this in mind, let's look at our options. Let's take a closer look at option A. Inside the gift shop. The passage says the tour concludes there, but the gift shop is not for storage. Eliminate this. Now, let's examine option B. in the provided lockers. The email explicitly tells visitors to use the lockers for their bags, making this a strong match. Let's keep it. Here's option C. Let's break it down. Near the west entrance. Free entrance is where you meet the guide, not where you leave your belongings. Eliminate this. Finally, let's look at option D. At the main ticket desk. The lockers are near the ticket desk, but you don't leave the bags at the desk itself. This is a subtle distractor. The correct answer to this question is option B, since the text explicitly mentions using the lockers for large items. Great job today. When tackling email questions, always pay close attention to specific nouns and numbers, like arrival times versus start times. Practice scanning for keywords like must or scheduled to find your answers quickly. Keep practicing, and you'll master these in no time.